Everybody, what's up? Welcome to Fandom Fights. We are here for another, the final match. Sorry, I just had that cough. Oh my God, I'm just so excited. I'm so energetic. Final match of round number one, I believe. Is that correct, Nick? Final match of round number one?
Yep.
Okay, so we got the number one seed, Robert Castner, coming in to the tournament finally, going up against the number 16 seed, Brannon Dunlap. Kind of an interesting story for Brannon. Wasn't even supposed to be in the five-way. The night before, I go, Brannon, you are my only hope. And he comes on in and ends up crushing it in the five-way, getting third place, earning his way here in the tournament to become the number 16 seed. So, we have former champions. We have potentially rising stars. It's very exciting. What do you think, Nick? Or what do you think about the match?
Yeah, Brannon making Twohig's Trivia Night proud, doing it right. And Robert, last time we saw Robert was in the five-way. Mm-hmm. Robert narrowly missed out on getting second there, which would have allowed him to play a little bit earlier. So he's waited probably a little bit longer than he would have liked. But I feel that's only fueled him to prepare for not only this match, but this tournament in general. Coming in at the one seed, a lot of pressure, but I think a guy like Robert can handle. So I'm excited.
Yeah, so let's go talk to the players right now and hear what they have to say in the promos.
Hey guys, what's up? Brannon Dunlap here. Super duper excited to be in the Multiplex Fandom Geek Tournament. This is actually the first time I've been in a Fandom tournament. It's the first time I've been in any Geek tournament, actually. So super excited. Playing Robert Castner. I've played Robert Castner before. He knows his stuff. Am I scared? Maybe a little bit. But I know some stuff too. So let's just go out and have a blast. Have fun, guys.
Jakey, eggs and bakey. What's going on, buddy?
So I'm actually kind of surprised that that Brannon wasn't picked up by the Kingsmen before this tournament.
Yeah.
Considering I figured like 8 of them have called you out already, and I figured they have like 20 people in their faction already, and they just sort of absorb everyone. So I was like, okay, they'll just take Brannon so they can get as many shots at you as possible. But they did not do that. So this will be a nice chill match, I think. I think I think all of those call outs have really lit a fire under you. And I know firsthand when you get a fire lit under you, people should be very scared. So I feel really good about how you're going to do today. How do you feel?
I feel great. I know that there will be people in certain factions looking at how the seeding went, and they're like, how are you the one seed? And I'm like, well, I earned it because I was a former champion and I made the five-way and I didn't take a loss there. So that's what happens when you apply yourself. I have a list going of people that I would like to play. I'm hoping I see them in this tournament so that I can wreck their shop. Brandon's not one of them. He just happens to be the first person here on the road to not really redemption, but on the road to justice and victory. And that's what I'm persevering towards. Glad you're here on my side today, buddy. Looking forward to playing this match. Let's go.
Let's take care of business.
Nick, we've been saying this a lot recently, but I like the moxie. Good moxie going on. Brannon seems excited to be here, happy to be here. I don't think Robert has any ill will toward Brannon whatsoever, so that might make for an interesting match. But I'm not going to lie. I'm okay with the Kingsman hate. I'm not one of them. We can make the jokes.
Tim, we may have said that a lot, or we may say it a lot in the future.
Oh, Nick, do you have anything else to say about the promos?
I'm excited. I like Moxie, too. I like Brandon Chanson as a 16 seed. I think he's a very good 16 seed, so I think we're in for a good match here.
Yeah, I think this is going to be a great match. Let's get into it right now with round number one. How does it work, Sir Nicholas?
Round number one. It's going to work like this. There's going to be 10 questions. They're on the Fandom Fights. Each player will get 15 seconds to write down their answers to the question. At the end of 15 seconds, we will say pens down. They will then reveal their answer and say it aloud. Each correct answer is worth 1 point apiece. Should any individual player get all 10 questions correct in round number one, they would receive a bonus question. Each player will have 3 repeats, 1 challenge for the entirety of the match. Players, any questions as we get into round number one?
Yep.
Give me 1 second, guys. Sorry. Repositioning stuff. Trying to be a little bit so I can see both the hands without holding it up all the time.
No, you're good.
That's fair. That's a good workout on the arms there.
All right. Well, it is what it is.
Okay. Let's get going then. Nick, what is question 1?
Question number 1 will come in the category of Disney animation. The question is, what is the name of the primate king in the Jungle Book?
Favorite type of king? Go.
Burger.
Yeah, buddy, it is. You know what I had today? Hardee's.
So, Carl's Jr.
Yeah, basically.
It's
5,
Carlos Jr. to me too.
4,
Yeah.
3, 2, 1. Pens down. Let's go to Robert.
I want to be like you, Tim, with the Hardys.
Oh.
King Louis.
We'll go to Brandon.
He wanted to learn how to make fire. King Louis.
King Louis is correct. So 1 apiece as we get into your next question, which is going to be in the category of Pixar. The last leg of the Portorosso Cup is what kind of race in Luca? I've received a text from work. I'm going to read it now, not out loud.
Aloud for the
No.
class? Oh. Dear Tim, you're fired. He does the hiring and firing. 4, 3,
I believe it.
2, 1. Pens down. We will go to Brannon
Was it a bike race?
and Robert.
I said cycling.
I think he's got both those answers. That's correct.
Nice.
Your next question will come in the category of the Wizarding World. Which Wizarding World film features a golden egg containing a clue?
Favorite type of eggs? Go.
Ostrich?
No, like, I get them over hard. Do you get them scrambled? Like,
Oh,
no.
those are the big ones. It's the most bang for your buck.
5,
We're talking a Willy Wonka golden egg.
3, 2, 1. Pens down. Let's go to Robert
I like Cadbury cream eggs. Goblet of Fire.
and Brandon.
Harry Potter and the Goblet of Fire.
Goblet of Fire is correct. So we stay tied 3-3 as we get into your next question in DC. Who plays Murray Franklin in Joker? Do you like this one?
I do, and I feel like Joker should have a D in front. You want to know why? Oh my god, I just figured out why. So I'm a big fan of the tennis player Novak Djokovic, and his last name is spelled
Oh.
D-J-O-K,
Gotcha.
and his nickname is the Joker with a D, and that's 100% why.
5,
I've been
4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down. That was weird. Brandon
Robert De Niro.
and Robert.
If he's the Joker, is Federer Batman? Robert De Niro.
Murray. That is correct.
Murray.
All right, what's next?
Your next question comes to the category of Disney live action. The film Newsies follows a group of boys who sell what specifically?
You don't sell anything for your work.
I sell a good time, Tim.
I sell lots of things. 5, 4, 3, like memories. 2, 1. Pens down. Let's go to Robert.
Said New York newspapers.
We'll go to Brandon.
Oh, dude, I just put newspapers.
Newspapers is what
Oh,
we're looking for.
oh,
so-
thank you.
All right.
but it does take place in New York, I believe.
Yeah,
so
I
Robert-
figured that. I just
Specific was the part that got me.
Needed more than like.
when you said technically, I'm like, oh
Very
god, what's the name of the
general.
newspaper? I hope this works.
All right, guys. Your next question is going to be in the category of Star Wars. When Luke appears to Rey on Ahch-To in The Rise of Skywalker, she has just destroyed what? That ostrich thing really got me. That was funny.
Yeah, I don't know why. Yeah,
Oh shoot.
they lay big eggs. I don't know what you want.
I would assume they do. Yeah. 5, 4.
Can you repeat?
That's going to be Brandon's first repeat. Your question again. When Luke appears to Rey on Ahch-To in The Rise of Skywalker, she has just destroyed what? I believe it's Ahch-To, but it's spelled Ahch-To.
Yeah.
No.
There's a lot of H's in that word. Half
Star
that
Wars.
word.
Star Wars really brings out the.
Half that
5,
word is H's.
4,
I'm gonna
3.
repeat actually as well.
All right, another repeat. When Luke appears to Rey on Octo in The Rise of Skywalker, she has just destroyed what? I should probably mark the repeats that the players are using. Don't you think that would probably be a good idea?
We have to do two things, Tim. One is to keep the score, and the other is mark.
And you and I are bad at both of those things, I feel like.
Correct.
5,
Indeed.
4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down. We're going to go to Brannon.
I'm hoping my generalization works. I can't remember what type of ship it was, but it was her spaceship.
And Robert.
It's a Jedi text.
Brannon is correct.
Yes, the Jedi text was the last Jedi.
So Brannon will hit that, making it 6-5 in favor. So
I'm just curious, what was the official answer?
her
ship.
Oh, okay. I didn't know if it was specific. I was curious
her
what
ship.
it was.
We would have asked specific if we need to. So, okay, Nick, what's the next question?
Next question comes in the category of James Bond. The question is, which James Bond film features Bond stuck in a torture machine capable of drilling into his brain and erasing memories?
I'm going to pull a U. Ready? Memory all alone in the moonlight.
Some people think you're referencing a musical. I know you're referencing School of Rock.
Correct. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down. We're going to go to Robert.
I said Diamonds Are Forever.
And Brannon.
Goes my perfect round. I say Moonraker.
Both incorrect. We were looking for Spectre. Spectre.
Oh yeah.
Oh,
That
yeah.
That one
Oh, my
called
God.
Spectre.
I feel silly now.
All right, guys. Your next question is going to come in the category of the worlds of DC. Who helps Cyborg separate the mother boxes at the end of Justice League? I got nothing.
If you had to form like a Justice League type team, what's its name?
Burger Squad. 5,
Mine would
4,
be the Ostriches.
2, 1. Depends on it's the Burger King, Wendy. They all get together. Let's go to Brannon
Superman?
and Robert.
Superman.
Both are correct. So Brannon keeps the lead 7-6. As we get into the next question, what is it, Nick?
The penultimate question will come in the category of DreamWorks animation. The question is, who voices a king in 2 different DreamWorks franchises?
What are you drinking tonight?
Nothing. I didn't even fill up the thing. I forgot.
What I'm drinking is really bad, but I'm moving in 2 weeks, so I kind of have to get rid of all the alcohol. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down. Let's go to Robert
I didn't have anything.
and Brannon.
I can only think of one king, so I put Sacha Baron Cohen.
Both incorrect. Good guess, though. We were looking for John Cleese. John Cleese.
Okay.
As we get into the final question of the round in the category of YA. Where on Four's body is his tattoo located in Divergent? You have some tattoos. We shouldn't show them and where they are on your body, but just in case they're on place. Oh my God, Nick, no! This show's rated PG-13. It's too much nudity for that type of
I feel
film.
like
Maybe
that would be
it would be appropriate. 4,
definitely seen heavyweights, and they
2,
don't wear a lot of shirts.
1. Pens down. Let's go to Brannon
Oh, dude, his shoulder?
and Robert.
I said wrist.
Both incorrect. We were looking for his back.
I thought that was Tris. Back was what I was thinking first.
So at the end of round number 1, no perfect rounds. I have Brannon in the lead, 7-6. Is that what you have, Nick?
That's what I have, Tim.
Okay, both players have used 1 repeat, so they both have 2 remaining, and they both have all the challenges. So we're going to move into round number 2. Nick, how does it work?
Round 2, gonna work like this. It is the wheel round. We have a wheel with 8 fandom categories on it, as well as spinners and opponent's choice. Each player will get a spin at the wheel. If they like what they spin the first time, they can keep it. If not, they can choose to spin again, but they will be forced to keep what they spin the second time. Look at 5 questions in the chosen category, each worth 2 points apiece, unless they'd like to check down to multiple choice, in which case they will only be worth 1, and be on the lookout as stealing is available in round number 2. Your categories on the wheel today are Wizarding World, DC, Disney Live Action, Scores and Soundtracks, Star Trek, Dreamworks, YA, and the Worlds of DC. Take it away, Timmy.
All right, so Brandon, you are in the lead. Would you like to spin first or defer to Robert?
I will defer to Robert.
Okay. So we bring in Robert's manager, and go ahead and spin that wheel, Nick. All right,
Shake it off, Robert. Just take a breath before we go.
You land on YA. Would you like to keep that or spin again?
We're gonna take that.
Yeah, I think you should take that.
Yep, we're gonna take that.
Don't worry about that last question. You're gonna kill us.
Yeah, I'm fine.
Okay. So, Nick, you want to go ahead and give Robert his questions in the category of YA?
Gladly. Robert, are you prepared for your questions in the category of YA?
Sure.
All right, your first question. In which Twilight film does Bella severely injure her hand from punching Jacob in the face?
That would be Twilight Saga Eclipse.
That is correct for 2 points. Your second question. Who plays Marcus, the leader of abnegation in the Divergent series?
Ray Stevenson.
That is correct for 2 points. Your third question. Who kills Marvel in The Hunger Games?
Katniss.
That is correct for 2 points. Your penultimate question. What is the location where the death cure ends called?
The Safe Haven.
That is correct for 2 points. And your final question. In Allegiant, when Triss first meets David, he gives her 2 small devices to attach to her head, which allows her to see what specifically?
Memories of her mother.
That is correct for 2 more points and the clean sweep of YA.
So Robert gets his total up to 16, but we will now move into Brandon's spin for his shot at the wheel. So Nick, whenever you're ready, go ahead and spin that wheel.
Gladly.
All right, Brandon, your spin is in. And it lands on DreamWorks Animation. Would you like to keep that or spin again?
Let's spin one more time.
Okay, this is what you are stuck with. And it's a free spin.
I'll take it.
And you land on Spinner's Choice.
I'll go for that Wizarding World, baby.
All right. So, Brandon, I will give you your questions in the category of the Wizarding World. Are you ready?
Yes, sir.
Your first question. Which Wizarding World film was the first to feature the Leaky Cauldron?
Harry Potter and the Sorcerer's Stone.
That is correct for 2 points. Your next question. Which Hogwarts student is played by Jesse Cave in The Half-Blood Prince?
Lavender Brown.
That is correct for 2 points. In Harry Potter and the Deathly Hallows Part 2, who leads Harry, Ron, and Hermione back into Hogwarts through the secret passage?
Neville Longbottom.
That is correct for 2 points. In Fantastic Beasts and Where to Find Them, what type of dessert does Queenie make for Jacob?
Strudel.
That is correct for 2 points. And your final question, Brandon. What special kind of wizard are Sirius Black and Peter Pettigrew in the Wizarding World?
They're an Animagus.
And that is correct for the clean sweep and the lead. Nick, barn burner, 17-16. Brandon in the lead as we get into round number 3. How's it going to work?
Round number 3 is going to work like this. It is the betting round. It's going to be 5 more questions in the realm of fandom fights. Once you hear the category, each player can bet anywhere between 0 and 2 points. If they get the question correct, they will gain those points. If they get the question incorrect, they will lose those points. We will play until someone is mathematically eliminated or we reach the end of the match. Players, any questions as we get into round number 3?
No.
No, sir.
All right.
Then the first category you can bet points on is Dreamworks animation. Let's get bets starting with Robert.
1.
Okay, and Brandon.
1 point.
Okay, so here is your question in Dreamworks animation. Which Dreamworks animated film features an app called QT Snap that is designed to hypnotize adults?
Hey, Tim. Did you snap when you said the word snap?
No.
Oh, I mean,
Did I?
I'm gonna go back and watch the replay. I'm pretty sure I heard when you said the word.
I maybe I took my cap off my marker or something. I don't think that's what I did, but 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down. Let's go to Robert
Boss Baby back in business.
and Brannon.
I put Megamind.
Both are incorrect. The name of the film is The Boss Baby Family Business.
Oh.
So Robert loses a point, goes down to 15, but so does Brannon and goes down to 16. So it is still a 1-point game. Brannon's lead as we get into the next category, which is what, Nick?
Next category is DC.
Let's get bets starting with Brannon.
A 1 point again.
Okay, and Robert.
2.
Okay. Nick, what is the question?
Question is, what type of transportation does Evie put V's dead body on at the end of V for Vendetta? Got a vendetta against anybody that you left unresolved in your retirement?
No. Not really. I
Okay.
mean, you maybe. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down. Brandon, we're going to go to you.
A train.
And Robert.
Train.
Both are correct. And Nick, we have a tie game, 17 all, as we get into the next category, which is going to be, would you look at that? It's the other one. It's Worlds of DC. Let's get bets starting with Robert.
2.
And Brandon.
2.
Okay, here is your question. Daniela Melchior. Melchior? Daniela Melchior plays which Worlds of DC Suicide Squad member?
Oh, God.
Words are hard, Tim.
They are. And I saw it, and I even tried to say it in my head, but I knew that in the moment that it was going to come out and sound ugly. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down. We're going to start with Robert.
Ratcatcher 2.
And Brannon.
There it is, man. I put the Rat Queen. I was wrong. I didn't have the right name.
Ratcatcher 2 is correct.
Oh, damn.
That Robert will go up to 19. Brannon will go down to 15. It is now a 4-point game. Robert has gained the lead for the first time in the match, Nick. And what is the category that we're going to next?
The penultimate category of round number 3 is Middle Earth.
Let's get bets, starting with Brannon.
2 points.
And Robert.
1.
Okay, so here's the situation. If both players hit, Robert wins. If both players miss, Robert wins. If Brandon hits,
If
but
I
Robert
hit, Robert
misses,
loses.
then we will move on to the final question. So, Nick, what is the question in the greatest category of all time?
The question is, the character Hama serves as captain of the guard under which Middle Earth king? Also may be pronounced Hama.
You had it right the first time.
Hama.
I believe. I could be wrong. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down. Let's go to Brannon.
Robert, this is an amazing game, man. If I get this wrong, King Theoden.
And Robert.
I said Theoden.
And your winner, Robert Castner. The correct answer was King Theoden. So a final score of 20-17. Nick, very close game. Brandon had the lead the whole time. Really great match. He showed up to play tonight. What'd you think?
Yeah, he showed up to play, and Robert still did very well in round 1 and swept round 2. This felt more like a 1 versus 2 final of a tournament than it did a 1 versus 16 round 1. And that's all credit to how Brannon played. And Robert had to prove why he's the number 1 seed in order to come out with the win, because a lot of people would have been a little shaken after being down in round 1 and being down in round 2 when you are the higher seed. Yeah. But having that clear head shows that Robert is now a seasoned competitor. And being able to pull out the victory in round 3, knowing there's still time left to do it, even if you're in that spot. That is definitely a veteran move. I'm very impressed with Brannon. I'm excited to see Brannon's next match.
Yeah, absolutely. So we're going to start by talking to Brannon. Take it away, Nick.
Brannon, as I said, I'm very impressed, sir. Well done. Great job. You were never supposed to win today, and for maybe 90% of it, I mean, by numbers. By numbers, I mean, 16-1, you know what I mean.
Yeah, no, I know. The odds were not in my favor, to quote Hunger Games.
And 90% of the match, anyone watching probably thought you had it, especially when, they might have looked at round 1 and been like, okay, he's up by 1, but, and then you go 10 for 10 in round 2, and then people start thinking maybe he's got this. And listen, at the end of the day, you lost against a very good competitor.
Absolutely.
Who is ranked number 1 for a reason. So, Brandon, at the end of the day, you just impressed a lot of people. You may not have won the match, but you may have won the hearts of the people. Is there anyone you're looking to play when you come back, and how do you feel about the match today?
I feel really good about the match, actually. I did a lot better than I thought I would, especially against Robert Castner. I will have to say luck was on my side with the wheel. I wasn't sure about Dreamworks. I figured I'd go for something else. I got Spinner's Choice. Wizarding World, I'm sure everybody knows, is my home. That's what I'm really good at, and that's why I shut out on that. The Suicide Squad, I do after my 5-way match, I had to rewatch that. And I was halfway through, and I cannot pull her actual name. I had the character, and I couldn't pull her name, and it's going to haunt me until I rewatch the whole thing again. But this was an awesome match. Props to Robert. I really don't have any other desires to play anybody else. I was hoping I'd make it further along so I could play Jack in the tournament again, Jack Pinchuk. But as fates would have it, that I'll have to wait for another time.
That is a rematch I would be delighted to see. But, Brandon, I think we can safely say we will see you again before year's end.
Thank you guys very much. I appreciate it.
Absolutely. We'll see you next time. Congratulations on a match well played. As we bring in the winner of today's match, number 1 seed, Robert Castner. Robert, I meant everything I said. A lot of people in your position might have looked at their spot and been like, oh, my God, the 16 seed's beating me. It's a veteran move to be able to keep that head on and close the match out. And again, that's not a testament to how you played. Brandon just played incredibly. But still, you still swept your round number 2. You still did amazing in round number 1. And you played round number 3 like a number 1 seed. So those are the 3 things you need to win a match. And so going forward, a lot of people might be a little scared. How you feeling?
So a year ago, I was a 13 seed playing former champion Dominic Rizzi as a 4 seed. And that match, went in a somewhat similar fashion. Although, we didn't have the rule where things ended, because if that was the case, I would have lost that one, I think. And then also we had a situation where Brittany was a 31 seed and beat a 2 seed. So it's not uncommon when you get, especially when you shorten the tournament, that people will be of similar skill sets, even though the seeding doesn't say that. I mean, all props to Brandon. So I get that wheel spin, and I'm super cool about it. And then he gets Spinner's Choice, and I'm like, can't just get that wheel luck to go the full way. It's always half or against me fully, even though I got the category I wanted. So I was like, yep, this is going to be a battle. And, I could have played round 1 better. I had Ship in my head, and I don't know why I didn't do that. And then Spectre I should have got. That was stupid. Other than that, the other ones I wouldn't have got. So I feel pretty good. I played it as I should have. Yep, happy to get the win, though.
Awesome. Jake, you two obviously coming off a teams win recently as well. Dummies took a bit of a break since the beginning of the year, but it seems as though, especially with Robert's performance today, you guys are back in full form. Thoughts on Robert's performance today?
Yeah, I think he would be the first. I mean, he was. I'm actually kind of. I'm kind of happy with sort of how Robert reacted to this because I know in the past he's been very hard on himself when he feels like he has missed questions that he normally should. So I think this is some growth from him, just in like sort of how he closed the match. I think, like you said, like a seasoned veteran and just absolutely blowing through YA in round 2. I was like, okay, my dude has it, because like he's not going to let a round 1 he might not have been as happy with get him down. So I think we got some of the jitters out of the way, and I think the next match, I think he's going to be a lot better. It's going to take a lot. Brannon played great, but it's going to take a lot more to beat him in the next match.
I agree.
Speaking of the next match, Robert, as the number 1 seed, you will be going on to play the number 8 seed, Tyler Birch, in round number 2. Wow. I'm actually very excited for this. I think this will be a very good match. Thoughts on going up against Birch?
Oh yeah, I got some thoughts.
Oh, Jake, let me get my little bit out of the way. Last time I played, in the 5-way, and I remember coming off that match at the end, he was like, "Man, you were just really funny in that match," because I had some nice zingers, which was the main point I wanted to get across. But he was like, "But can you stop being so damn good?" And I'm like, "Just can't help it, man. Just can't help it." Go ahead, Jake. You go from there.
I mean, listen, Tyler's good too. Like correct me if I'm wrong, I believe he beat the current Fandom Code Teams champion, David Garcia. So that boy good too. Yeah. And I'm sure he was but listen, he used to be a part of our sort of merry band of misfits. Yeah. And then he couldn't beat Brittany, so he's like, you know what? I can't beat her. I might as well join her. And so you know what? We'll be ready. I'll say that. We will be ready for one Mr. Birch. That's going to be a really fun match.
It is.
All around.
I'm greatly looking forward to it, and if it was anything like the match today, we're in for a treat. So congratulations on the win, Robert, and we'll see you all next time. Tim, the thing.
Really great match to close out round 1 of the tournament. Brannon, like you said, showing a lot of skill today, a lot of really great performances, honestly, from both of them. And like you said, I agree with everything you said about Robert. So, and I'm really looking forward to seeing Tyler go up against Robert as well, because I think that's a lot closer than a 1 to an 8. I really do. I'm very looking forward to that. So we will see that match very soon. But please check out all the other round 1 matches if you haven't seen them. Round 2 begins soon, and the ladder is continuing to be climbed. So check out all that stuff. You know what? Watch all the things. FanZone's a thing. Warzone's a thing. You like YLS? Sure. You want to check out Logged It? Contact was the movie of the month in June. It's not anymore. It's July now. We'll see you later. Have a good night. Bye.
We are so glad you came. Bye-bye. 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 Bye-bye now. Bye. Bye-bye.
And again, that's the hero gig. Part of the journey is the end.
Goodbye, old friend.
Kitty has to go.